A very pleasant and healthy good morning to one and all. I, Aditi S. Gori, on behalf of our college, welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of the International Webinar 2020 conducted by the Electronics and Communication Department of University College of Engineering, Kariavattom. Amidst of the pandemic situation, we are here to provide you a platform to explore the latest technological advancements around the world. For this webinar, we have prominent speakers and eminent scholars across the globe. Let us begin the inaugural ceremony with the blessings of Almighty. Dear God, may we ask for your blessings and divine providence that the activities set for this undertaking be successful and effective. Thank you. So, with God's grace, let's begin the ceremony. Now, I would like to invite Professor Indu Shalini Ji, Head of Electronics and Communication Department, for the welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Indu Shalini Ji, Head of the Department of Electronics and Communication, University College of Engineering, Kariavattom. It is with immense pleasure and great honor I am rendering my duty in welcoming all the dignitaries and participants of this program on behalf of the Department of Electronics and Communication. Our respected principal, Dr. Bisharat Bibi, although needs no formal welcoming, being the leader of our family, but I will be failing in my duty if I do not say a word about our madam, who has initiated the program and is our friend, philosopher, and guide. Ma'am, I gladly welcome you to the program. Dr. Ajaykumar, Pro Vice Chancellor, University of Kerala, who, in spite of being a very busy person, has gladly accepted our invitation to inaugurate this international webinar. Sir, I am extending my wholehearted welcome to you. Next, it is my duty to welcome the other dignitaries who are also Honorable Syndicate members. I welcome Professor Jairaj Sir, Convener of UCBK, Dr. Naseeb Sir, Dr. KG Gopchandran Sir, who was also my teacher for their PG program. I am greatly honored in being able to render a word of welcome to all of you. I extend my warm welcome to Dr. C.R. Prasad, Registrar, University of Kerala. Dr. Robbins Matthew, Postdoctoral Research Fellow, University College Dublin, Ireland, and Dr. Vinod Pancratius, Associate Professor, American University, Dubai, are the speakers of the day. We are honored by your esteemed presence on this occasion. I am privileged to welcome both of you. I feel very happy to extend my heartfelt welcome to Professor Saina A.R., UGD, Professor Vidya D.T., Head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Professor Sangeeta S. Nair, Head of the Department of Information Technology, who also belongs to the fraternity of UCK. I also extend a warm welcome to all faculty members and participants. Looking forward for an enriching and knowledge-gaining session.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Let me welcome our respected principal, Dr. Bishop B.V. Ma'am, for the presidential address. Please, ma'am.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Ajaykumar Sir, University of Kerala, Honorable Syndicate Members, Professor Jairaj Sir, UC Convener, Dr. Naseeb Sir, Professor Distance Education, University of Kerala, Dr. Govachandra Sir, Professor and HOD Optoelectronics, Dr. Vinod Sir, Registrar of University of Kerala, and dignitaries on the dais, UGD, ECA coordinators, and my dear colleagues and students. A very good morning to all present in this webinar. It is a great pleasure of mine to proceeding to this section and share with you this delightful morning to start with an international webinar in our prestigious institutions. University of Kerala, established 1937, one of the first 16 universities in India and the first in the state of Kerala. University of Kerala ranked 23rd in India by NIRF 2020. The University College of Engineering was established in the year 2020 and is functioning in the Golden Jubilee complex of the Kerala University the Kariavattom campus, Trivandrum, Kerala. In this webinar, mainly focused in the latest development in the electronic world and its technology, and share their ideas on the innovative techniques and knowledge on electronics around the world. We would be delighted to have you at this webinar to interact with the world researchers, faculties, scientists, and students from across the world. We are anticipating more than 300 registered participants from different countries such as UK, USA, Ireland, UAE, KSA, and India, etc. This webinar extends to 4 days. It will provide an excellent opportunity to attend the presentation by renowned speakers from various countries such as Ireland, UAE, KSA, etc. in the field of electronics in different subjects like robotics, machine language, 3D printing, digital transformation, biomedical instrumentation, sustainable development, etc. Today, the first section handled by renowned speaker Dr. Robbins Matthew, postdoctoral research fellow in Ireland in mobile robotics from path planning to control. I am sure that you all will feel enriched with the knowledge after completion of these events. I hope you all find this webinar highly engaging, fruitful, and beneficial for your future venture. Thank you all for finding time and visiting this international webinar. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words. Now it's time for the inauguration of the International Webinar 2020. I extend my warm welcome to our honorable guest, Dr. Ajaykumar PP, Pro Vice Chancellor, University of Kerala. I request you, sir, for the inaugural address. Please, sir.
First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to this international webinar. I realize that this is a series of lectures and discussions in which experts from different parts of the world participates. It is also important that this has been organized at a time when the world is reeling under COVID-19. In fact, a threat to humanity, COVID-19 has opened up many possibilities or many hopes for a better future, because it is during this time that we have started organizing international conferences at zero cost, in which experts from different parts of the world participates. I think before COVID-19, we found it difficult to get experts from outside to participate even in international conferences, but now it has become very easy. So I think we should take up this situation as a challenge and a situation which opens up immense opportunities for development, for future development. And I'm sure that this phase will come to an end maybe within 1 or 2 months, and we will be able to resume our academic activities at a normal pace. And another thing that is important is that the engineering education in Kerala, I think the engineering colleges in different parts of India, it is facing a lot of challenges at present, because we find that the seats in most of the engineering colleges remain vacant, and students find it difficult to choose which branch will be suitable for them for getting jobs in future. So in this context, it is important that the University College of Engineering began several academic initiatives which will certainly uh, enrich the knowledge of the students and their awareness about the situation prevailing in different parts of the world, and also about the whole scenario of engineering education in India and abroad, and the immense possibilities for different disciplines related to engineering. So I think such an awareness is very important for our young generation to design their future. So the seminars, international seminars like this will give them such an experience, a broad understanding about the different areas of knowledge related to engineering. And I think that will help them a lot in finding their future career and the way towards which they should develop in future. So in that sense, I think seminars like this are extremely relevant today. And I find that about 170 participants are there for this seminar. And that is certainly a very good number. And I think if the University College of Engineering begin such initiatives like this and of similar nature in future, the college will certainly emerge as an excellent center for engineering education in Kerala. And I hope that the organizers of the seminar, the principal and the teaching staff of this college will continue future. I am happy to have been invited for this international conference, and I use this opportunity to congratulate all who are behind this, and I declare that the international webinar is open. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a great pleasure to have you as our chief guest. Thank you so much, sir, for inaugurating the function. Once again, I thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Syndicate Member, Professor Jairaj T., convener of UCEK, for the felicitation. Please, sir.
Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, University of Kerala, Chair Principal Bisharit Madam, my fellow syndicate members, and dear dignitaries and participants online. Plosteno Sinihili Hilivili forces is a Shashi Tadurian vocabulary which describes of a mindset seeing something as worthless. This is a mindset which is predominant, especially in the state of Kerala, as far as the engineering field is now concerned. There was really a very good scope for this subject a decade ago, but recently the chances are just diminishing, and this sort of a mindset has been predominant among the natives, especially in the state of Kerala. And we should look on to why this sort of a mindset has been getting into the minds of the people of Kerala. Once I heard a conversation between two engineering professors while I was sitting in a railway platform. They were talking to each other. They were telling that from among us, after completion of the BTech, there will be a campus recruitment, and some good pieces from among them will be recruited, and the rest will be going for MTech. And from them, even some more will be placed, and the rest will be going for PhD. And From among them also, some will be getting onto the placement level, and after that, the next lot will be going for teaching profession. See, I'm trying to make it a point that this is the mindset of those in your profession itself is. But really, engineering is a profession which is having a very good and great scope, especially being a science that deals with the application level. And a normal person cannot be excelling here. We need to be something extra human with an extra brain to be excelling here. And hard work is the road to it. I would like to rent the words of our great father of our nation, Mahatma Ji. He had sorted out 7 sins. And among these 7 sins, there are 2 sins which are predominant and applicable to the field of science. One is knowledge without application, and the second is science without thought. These 2 things should be taken care of being an engineering professional. We should be taking knowledge from all sorts and all ways, and we should be taking it to the most applicable level. Only then we can excel in this field. And the second one is science without thought. You see, Einstein, I think, is the greatest of the scientists ever has been born among the humankind. And even he was in a depressed stage at his fag end of life. And we should say the reason why it was. We know that science has got its positive sides as well as negatives also. It all depends on the way we use it. And when his innovations were used in a negative way, this being a very human in his kind, it has affected the mindset of Einstein even. And he was considered to be in a depressed state in the fag end of his life. And in that way, we should be thinking of how well and how socially useful we can make use of our innovations and our knowledge towards the society. Especially at the time of pandemic like this, we should be thinking what our contribution should be for the well-being of the humankind as well as for the society. And I think some of the departments of your institution have been working in that line and has got many approaches from many sections of the cross sections of the society. And in that sense, I really congratulate them, and I also request you to think always in that sense and never to forget these 2 sins stated by the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Now, about your institution, I need to say that there is a new set of vibe or a vampire or an energy that has come into your institution. As the name of your principal, it's very rare, Bisharat Bibi. Like that, you see, she's a very rare piece because she has brought in a lot of vibe and energy into your institution, and that can be seen from the programs which you have been conducting in the recent days. And this has brought in a great deal of hope and expectations about your institution among the members of the syndicate as well as the management and the higher authorities of the university. Our vision on your institution has been changed from after the coming of your principal, and this leadership, let it continue like this and let it take you to new heights, and praying all wishes and success for the best conduct of this webinar. I take the lead. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words. Next, it was Dr. Naseeb S., Honorable Syndicate Member. He couldn't make it up due to some personal reasons. So we are moving on to our next Honorable Syndicate Member, Dr. Gopachandran KG, for conveying the felicitation. Please, sir.
The most respected Pro Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Ajaykumar, respected principal of the College of Engineering, Kariavattom, my colleague in the syndicate, Dr. Jairaj, respected resource persons to this webinar, members of the faculty, dear participants, and my dear students. I'm happy to learn that College of Engineering is organizing a webinar on the recent developments in the information technology. When we look at the information technology, we can see that discovery of optical fiber, laser, digital memory circuit, machine language, then high-level languages are revolutionized the field of information technology. Today, we are in the process of machine learning and deep learning. We want intelligent machines. We have to make the machines more and more intelligent. Now, I expect there will be a competition in the next decade between machines in respect of its intelligence and its capability to handle the data. When I look into the leaflet of this webinar, I understand that most of the topics selected are of high relevance today. That includes the applications of artificial intelligence in the biomedical instrumentation. Then the most interesting 3D printing, then the blockchain. Similarly, most of the fields are very interesting, and the applications of the information technology, especially artificial intelligence in the other fields, emerging fields, day to day the number of applications are increasing. Now both the Vice Chancellor and my previous speakers were discussing about the present situation of the COVID pandemic, and you imagine how could we handle this situation without the absence of this information technology. So I request all the participants to utilize these lectures and interact with the eminent personalities for clarifying your doubts, and it must end up in very good ideas for new projects. I wish all the success for this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time to us. Next, it was Dr. C.R. Prasad, Registrar of University of Kerala. He couldn't make it up, so I would like to invite Professor Saina A.R., UG Dean, for the felicitation. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Aditi. Good morning, all. I'm honored to felicitate the international webinar organized by Electronics and Communication Department of our college. This schedule looks excellent, and I wish all success to this venture. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, let's welcome Professor Anu Anthony, convener of the webinar, to give us the brief account on the program outline. Please, ma'am.
Good morning. I'm Anu Anthony, Program Convener of the International Webinar 2020, and I will provide an overview of the global webinar. This is a joint venture with equal participation between our university and international universities of several countries. The aim is to bring together and integrally involve all the knowledge about the recent technological achievements and innovations. Our global webinar is hosted by renowned professors and research experts from Ireland, UAE, Saudi Arabia, India, etc. This is a free event with added certificates by established entities. The webinar is filled with daily competition and quizzes to rattle our minds. A recorded version of this webinar will be available. Moreover, it's pure fun and thrilling to attend. I wanted to thank the eminent speakers who are hosting the webinar. When planning an event such as this, it is imperative to gain the participation of experts in the field. Their willingness to share their time and college readiness was critical to the success of this event. I truly express my gratitude to all distinguished guests for accepting our invitation and taking out precious time to attend the inaugural meeting. On behalf of our entire team, I extend my best wishes to all the participants in this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Before we come to an end to the inaugural ceremony, I would like to invite Ritwik Nair, Student Coordinator, to convey the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to all present here. My name is Ritwik, and I just want to being here for the first time. Honorable Proy Vice Chancellor of University of Kerala, Principal Dr. Bishrat Baby Ma'am, Honorable Syndicate Member and Convener of UCK, Professor Jairaj Sir, Dr. Naseeb, Dr. Gopachandran Sir, our Registrar, Dr. C.R. Prasad Sir, UG Dean, Professor Saina A.R., our HOD, Indushalini Ma'am, and student coordinators and all respected professors and valued invited guests. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. My name is Ritwik, SXEC, and I, on behalf of the entire Department of Electronics and Communications of UCK and the entire organizing crew, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all present here. I just want to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to all the organizing team members for the perfect logistic support and guidance. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an event that could happen overnight. We've been working on this for days and months, and we've been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very experienced professors and colleagues of the UCK department. It's a fraternity, really. Now, coming to the International Webinar 2020, it's a thrilling 4 days ahead, and I'm sure every one of you, all 165, are going to make most use of it. Finally, I just want to thank everyone for being here, all the audience. It's a very hard time for everyone around the world, and have a great day, actually. All our speakers are going to cover various topics of the technological realm. Thank you very much, and really just try to have fun. Thank you.
Thank you